What's going on, world? It has been somewhat of a wacky and wild Wednesday for me as I've had the honor and pleasure of working with Just Desi 9885 on reaching out to some congressional offices, trying to get some more clarity on Sasha's case, as well as having had a brief touch base with the Substack author, Ms. Voldang. And I say all that to say, here's the latest in what's going on in this world, which is bugs have been planted in ears and such, and hopefully we gain some more traction that way. That said, there's been a somewhat disturbing trend I've noted. I actually had a survivor come forth on my threads, and then that survivor was subsequently, I guess, harassed and bullied, and they decided to pull their entire online presence because of harassment. And in the same breath, there are now all these people, maybe bots, trying to discredit Sasha's story. And I ask all of you to keep this one thing in mind, which is survivors, first of all, aren't necessarily asking to be believed. First and foremost, we want to be heard, right? Because as evidenced time and again, the pattern, at least in this country, is to question the survivors, right? Not believe them and force the people who are the subject of those accusations to, in fact, prove that they didn't do some fucked up shit, right? Rather, we look at these people telling tales of these horrible things that happened to them and saying, well, can you prove it? Can you prove it? How about why the fuck would I make it up? Right? Like, what is there to be gained from airing such deeply personal trauma in any arena other than justice, clarity, validation in some level, right? So if your inclination when any survivor speaks up is to go, well, can you prove it? I'm going to ask you ever so politely, ever so kindly to shut the fuck up, all right? The days of victim shaming are far past over. And yeah, you might try to do it, but the thing is, there's a whole lot of us, like a lot of us. And aside from like hurt and traumatized, we're kind of angry. Don't piss us off. It is just a bad use of energy. That being said, here's the other side of things, right? If you're looking for further validation for Sasha's testimony, let's look at it on the Epstein scale, if you will. When news of the Epstein files first broke, everyone thought it was too fantastical to be true and was seeking evidence, looking to discredit things left and right. As more evidence came forward and more survivors came forward, it was less an evidence, less a evidentiary issue, right? And then it became now, oh, well, it's a witch hunt. Oh, it's a hoax. It's a Democratic conspiracy, right? Now that's the scale of things. Now we already know for a fact that it is not a conspiracy, that it is not a hoax, that it is nonpartisan, that it is in fact just something incredibly fucked up that needs to be brought to light. So what is the next step up from it's a Democratic hoax? How about this one? When there is too much evidence to immediately be refuted that is publicly available, the next step up from it's a hoax is it's a psyop. Really? Really? Now, I don't know about y'all, but the fact that that is their opening gambit in trying to discredit Sasha's story speaks volumes as to the validity of what Sasha and these other survivors have to say. Yeah, that's right. I'm saying the quiet part out loud. The louder and more ridiculous the denial, the closer we are to the truth. And honestly, we can't rely on that bullshit-ass DOJ right now to get it out there. So it's up to us. And we will find the truth. We stand with Renee Good. We stand with Keith Porter. We believe the survivors. We believe Sasha. We stand with Minnesota. And more importantly, now more than ever, we know that it is in fact time to rise the fuck